It's lovely to have you here, by the way.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming in.
Great to see you.
That was back at it.
That was right,
The
yeah.
new show is called Offline. We've been mentioning it all morning.
That's correct, yeah.
You went offline.
I did. At the end of that tour, actually, I handed my phone over. My wife took the phone off me, and it was a kind of a challenge, 8.5 weeks. So no internet at all, no logging onto any devices. I set up a couple of gigs in between that might be hard to get to or hard to, you know what I mean, hard to sell. I did sell another gig as well where I didn't advertise it online. You weren't allowed to sell tickets online.
What?
Nothing. So the whole point of that one was that was going to be a brand new show. So it was like, let's do a show where... So I did radio and I did just telling people about it on the street with flyers and all that. And you could only buy tickets there at the venue or on the night. So real old school. Go back.
Why? Why did you decide, though, you needed to step away from your phone?
Well, I had the idea years ago. I'd love to give up the internet, but I never really felt, you know what I mean? I went through with it. But at the end of this tour, I couldn't sit down and write for 5 minutes, and I needed a new tour. And that idea popped back into my head. I was like, wouldn't it be cool to give up the internet again? And I wonder, would I be able to write a show without the internet? And would I be less distracted? And would my creativity come back? So that was the kind of...
And did it, like, for your head? Because we talked about the impact of the internet and social media and wasted time, probably.
It was unbelievable, because I was desperate for doom scrolling, and you know what I mean? You're just on your phone going, what are you watching? It's never good. Yeah. It's never good.
Never good!
Do you know what I mean? Someone's steam cleaning an old swimming pool or something. What am I doing that for?
I love those videos.
I know, I do as well. That's the problem. But I'm like, it's not doing anything for me, you know? So it made a massive difference. I couldn't believe it. For the first week, I was always looking for my phone out of habit. And then after that, it was like, I could sit down and write for an hour. I could sit down and write for 2 hours. I told myself before I give up the internet, I can't write on the bus because I feel sick or I do this or...
Yeah.
But it was only really excuses. I had loads of travelling to do within the 8 weeks. I was getting the bus, I was writing on the bus, every bit of dead space I normally have, I fill it with like checking a video or checking something. But I was just writing.
So mentally, so obviously your concentration came back. That was good. But mentally, like we talk about it all the time. We're talking about teenagers. We're talking about them being lonely. Teenagers are lonely. Mentally, how were you? Were you happy? Did it do something for you?
Oh, my anxiety definitely went way down. No, I did miss it as well, because I painted myself into a corner. I totally took the internet out of the equation. So I was doing gigs that were really hard to get to, even with a sat-nav, and I was trying to get there with my little maps. You know what I mean? Like, I had physical maps.
Where did you get those?
Yeah, I know, and they're actually hard to get, because I drove over to Edinburgh and I tried to buy UK maps over there. No one was selling them.
No. So it's a good thing that we never update our road network in Ireland.
Yeah, exactly.
That Cork to Limerick bypass. You knew where you were going to get to Limerick.
You'd be surprised, though, because I'd become over-dependent on it, and I'd sat-nav my way home nearly all the time, just pure habit.
Yeah.
Every time I'm gigging, I put home into the sat-nav, no matter where I am. I don't know what it is. So I think you just stop thinking for yourself, you know?
How's your wife's anxiety?
She did everything for me. So that was the thing. So I basically had a PA for 8.5 weeks. I felt like someone in the royal family. I was like, please, reply to these people or whatever you need to do, you know?
So hold on, explain to us when she did. So she had to reply to your emails. She had to put up. You maintained a presence on social media.
Yeah, all my social media.
What about like banking,
the
kids stuff?
Everything. It was a little bit out of hand after a while, because. And I will say this much, I missed my phone terribly, because there was a week or two in Edinburgh where they weren't there. They normally come with me. They flew home early, and then I had the Nokia, and I was like, I can't FaceTime, and I can't see pictures. And I was like, I made it way harder, to be honest with you. And then I drove to a car park one day in Edinburgh, and it was like, getting out of the car, it was like, scan here to pay, and I was like, I can't do any of that. So I rang my wife, who was back in Ireland.
Right.
I was like, can you try and book this car park online for me, please? And she was like, the 2 kids were hanging off her. She's like, Chris, are you joking me?
What, Chris?
Oh.
And luckily, I bumped into a guy there was just a car park attendant there, and I was like, can I give you money? I'll just give you cash. And he sorted me out, explained my situation. Like
TV?
But it's mad, like, even trying to explain it to people. It's like going back to the 90s with your block phone, but you're the only one. I really, really stuck to it. Like, even asking directions on the street. If someone took out their phone, I'd be like, no, you don't. I'm not.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Just tell me the direction. Show me on my little map here where I am.
Can you imagine stepping into the map like Joey from Friends?
Where am I?
So the divorce papers aren't coming?
No,
it's fine. You haven't gotten the email yet anyway. You got through it.
Yeah,
Fair play to you.
But you're back with your phone again
I'm back
now.
with my phone now, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that you are.
Yeah,
Cork man
exactly.
Chris Kent, you are going to be performing live at the Marquee.
That's right, yeah.
Come on, this is huge.
It's massive. Honestly, it's like, I'm not going to play it down or anything and be like, yeah, whatever, yeah. I'm buzzing about it. It's huge. I've dreamed about it for a long time. I was like, remember seeing Tommy Tiernan and Joanne McNally there, and I was sitting in the audience, and I was working at the time. I had the day job and the comedy, and I was like, oh, I'd love to do this, I would love to do this. And now here I am, and I'm about to do it in 10 days.
In 10 days' time?
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's 4,000 or 5,000 people in there. I think there's only 8 comedians that have ever done the Marquee.
Yeah.
But it's like going home.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No, you're grand.
But for you, it's coming home. It's Cork. It's performing in front of your home audience. Like, it doesn't get much better than that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or is that more daunting when it's home?
No, I'm at this point now, like, I'm doing it a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to having my family at the gigs and people I know at the gigs. It used to in the very beginning. It might throw you a tiny bit, but not at all anymore.
I did see a video, and I've adored you for years. I love going to your shows. I find them great. But at one stage, I was like, well, I started unfollowing Chris Kent because it was you pulled over a car to the side of the road. You were listening to a hurling match on the radio, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And Limerick got beaten.
That was more Con now than me.
Was that more Con? You were like, yeah, we won the All-Ireland.
Did you not see Con?
I was like, disgraceful.
But Con will be opening for me in the Marquee. So, that was, it was exciting though. It was exciting, but we were...
They jumped out of the car. They were driving and they were like, yes, Limerick have been beaten.
But the Cork in semi-final this weekend, Dublin, are you into your hurling?
I am, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Are you feeling confident?
They jumped out of their car and they did a dance on the side of the motorway.
I don't like when there's hype like that. I really don't. I think that doesn't suit. I'd kind of prefer to be. I'm trying not to say too much. Like, no. I hope we beat them, but I wouldn't want to underestimate Dublin either. I think it's going to be an unbelievable game.
Chris is like, I came here to set out the Marquee. Why all of a sudden am I in the Sunday game?
It's like we're interviewing one of the players here. Yeah. We like to respect the opponents. Yes.
That's what he always likes to do. Yeah, you got to play it down.
What about how you have summer holidays is here with the kids? Is this a good time for you? Because I gather you're very much daddy daycare. You do a lot of the...
Yeah.
While your wife is booking all your flights and hotels and parking, you're having to pick up and collect the kids.
I'm the stay-at-home kind of, because she works during the day. I do the school runs, which are I just hate them, like I really hate them. And I hate making school lunches as well and all that. So all that stuff and everything else. School run, gymnastics, swimming, music, piano, soccer, hurling... what else is there? Dance. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
You say the school lunches almost broke you.
Oh, yeah. They're too much, aren't they? Like, they really are. I mean, my kids are I have a little girl and a little boy, and they're like, I don't like that bread anymore. I don't like that roll. And they're just not happy with it. And I feel like I don't have the culinary experience now to keep up with your demands.
I mean, what was it like when we grew up?
Oh, yeah. For me, ham and cheese or cheese and ham, that's what I said. That was it. And you ate it. And it was on white bread and white bread only. But it was just...
Derek's behind the camera there nodding, going, oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's the whole white bread. Ham or cheese or cheese and ham, which did you prefer?
Oh, I definitely the first option.
Yeah.
But exactly, listen, and it's one likes one type of bread, the other likes the other type of bread. None of them agree
But they
anymore.
always change as well. They change. It's like, I don't like bananas anymore. And I'm like, well, thank you for telling me.
So those school trips aren't having to happen anymore?
No, the lunch is gone. I'm happy. And my wife is a teacher as well. She's off for the summer. So I just feel like all of that ends and we have another set of hands and we're like, we try and enjoy it.
Well,
you're busy, the big show.
Live at the Marquee, you're going to be there on in Cork on July the 11th.
That's right.
Your homecoming show.
Yes.
What a huge thing. We hope that it goes absolutely brilliant.
You.
And then you've got tour dates all over the UK and Ireland
Yes, all over the UK and Ireland, I'll be back up in Dublin and Tala and Balbriggan as well, and I'm all over the place.
Chris, it's brilliant having you in.
Thank you very much. It was great to see you.
Much.
Thank you.
Best of luck on July the 11th.
Have a great one.